Okay, guys and gals, we're closing out the morning of March 22nd, Monday morning, and you're hearing the voice right now of Terry Dwayne Ashford, StreetNOW News. Small guy, not a big guy. Not a big guy, and the photo on the cover of this broadcast this morning is an actual photograph that we use a judgment call in order to ensure that the correct photograph reflected the correct and the actual person. We've taken the mask off for this particular cover only, as we see what they thought. We see what they thought, and we're giving it to you like you need it. No, he's not a big guy. He ain't no big old heavyset guy that's walking trying to pose as somebody else at the corner of Calamia Eastern and Georgia Avenue. No, he is not. Not StreetNOW News, Terry Dwayne Ashford. Show ain't. Nor is he no woman. Nor is he no woman standing here trying to be reimposed as something that she isn't. He ain't no woman either. He ain't no woman, no heavyset woman. No, he sure ain't. None of that. He is the photograph that's currently gracing the cover of this particular broadcast, and he is that right now. A judgment call was made in order to bring the real photograph as opposed to a previous or prior one. We chose to bring this one real. We graced it on the cover while we was doing it. If it's going to be live, let's make it all live. If I'm not beautiful that morning when I'm carrying out this broadcast for you, then you're to see something that is not so beautiful. Well, I'm always beautiful, though, in my eyes. Also in the eyes of the thing almighty that made me. I'm his creation, or her creation. I'm always beautiful in that eye. So we decided to make a judgment call this morning so that we do it right. So we'll do it the right way. All of this superimposing of people's faces over other people's faces. I love technology. As a matter of fact, I'm a technology guru. I have an I have studies in IT, information technology, too. I love technology. But at the same time, there's something about doing it the right way. You have no problem doing it the right way. When you're living right, when you're doing it right every day, when you're doing it right, you have no problem doing it right, living right, showing it the right way. You have no problem doing it right when you're living right. When you're making efforts every single day to do it the right way, you have no problem showing that you are in the right lane. There's no problem with that when you're doing it the right way. Sound like I'm preaching. I don't ever mean to sound like I'm preaching. But if I am, Lord have mercy. You have no problem when you're doing it the right way every day. Every move, every step that you make when you're doing it the right way, you have no problem showing it the right way. You're with Street Now News. Terry Dwayne Ashford, your journalist and chief broadcaster. He is closing out this morning. I am closing out this morning, Monday morning, March 22nd, with a current photograph on the covers of the broadcast. A judgment call we made to put the real life face of the broadcaster, as opposed to a prepared one, a Photoshop one, or anything. We put a real live photograph on the cover of this particular broadcast so you can see the real one. Ain't no photographing going on right here. Not when people were jumping all up in front of you and fighting, trying to put their face on your body. No, no, no! So we made a judgment call that was timed right along with the decisions that was being made to place the right face on the right cover of the right voice of the right broadcast of the right Street Now News and of the right NewsRadio by SNnews. There is no prepared photograph when the real photo is right there. The picture was taken right there while he was broadcasting. So you can forget trying to pose a fraud this morning to sabotage. You can forget attempting to pose a fraud this morning in order to sabotage Indacarseat DatGuY, Terry Dwayne Ashford. Why won't you just do us a big old favor and let's laugh about it and you forget it? The timing. Guys, I had something in my teeth. I'm going to get it out of my teeth real quick. But the timing. We understand you're under pressure. We understand you might be desperate. You understand what you might want to do. Well, we've taken away the ability to prepare anything. There is no preparation. It's a photograph. It's a photograph of him on the corner right now in a car of Eastern Avenue, Columbia Road, Northwest Washington, D.C., and Georgia Avenue. It's a photograph. It's not a prepared, photoshopped piece of mess that may include frauds. For Street Now News, you're listening to Street Now JIC, journalist and chief broadcaster, Terry Dwayne Ashford. We were providing you with the pieces of items that was being placed on the desk of the journalist and chief broadcaster, Terry Dwayne Ashford, this morning to look at, to decide as to whether a correct judgment was going to be made to choose one of those pieces to talk about for you. This morning, we were giving you a list, going down a list of some things that was been placed here on our desk, in our view, in our eyes, so that you can see if he decides to rock and roll with any one of those. We talked about Elvis Presley was one of the songs, one of the things that was placed on the cover. Terry Dwayne Ashford, your JIC journalist-in-chief's desk this morning. Let's go ahead and give it to you like this here. I'm going to take a break quick and come right on back. And what we're providing for you right now at the exact time of 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, is we're providing for you the image of the lady that was stalking Terry Dwayne Ashford at the Tacoma Park Swim Center. She's coming right now, right at Calamia, in all black. Now, we love everyone. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't like anyone running behind me, stalking me, sneaking me. I don't like that, but scary. Scary because your motives are being questioned. So, had a nice little time talking to this lady, but she scares me that she's followed me. It scares me that she's following me. It scares me that such activity would happen. I don't know what your reasons are for that, but that's scary for you to be following someone like that all over, wherever they are, whether it's a city, a nation, a world, whether it's in your house. It's scary. What are you doing? That's the question we're asking. Now we're going to jump right on back into the news that's been placed on the desk of Terry Dwayne Ashford, StreetNOW News, hoping he chooses one of them for you. We're closing out the morning right now. The morning of Monday morning is what it is. March 22nd. We're closing that out this morning with the things that came across our desk. Now, I'm not sure if you heard, because we got sniped in the middle of our broadcast there. A fourth stimulus check might be on the way. That's one of the things coming. We are also looking at the fact that Steve Harvey's daughter may be dating Michael Jordan's son. Very interesting. That's been reported in terms of a talk that was an occurrence between Steve Harvey and Ellen DeGeneres about Lori Harvey is her name. Now we're also looking at there's a very nice little cute story here about a mama cat protecting and taking care of her baby kittens. Very interesting. There's a mama cat protecting and taking care of her baby kittens. Here, just a cute little video there. We haven't decided which one of these to actually talk about here. We're going to talk about our new president, President Biden. I love you. Paris has a purpose, a rhyme, and a reason for selecting them at this particular time to be our leaders in the world. A new day! A new StreetNOW News was built around a new administration that might provide us with a new world, that might provide us with a new nation. The story that's hitting the desk of Terry Dwayne Ashford this morning, StreetNOW News, states that Biden is rescinding the Muslim ban. Many families, however, remain stuck in the backlog. We're not going to talk a lot on this story. We're just telling you the fact that it's one of the headlines on the cover on the desk of StreetNOW News this morning. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look at something else. Last thing we're going to close out here is the Georgia church. Georgia church disowned a suspect, saying he betrayed the faith. For StreetNOW News, I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford, and we're going to be closing out this morning right. Something special about doing it the right way. You know how right can turn to be a left, right can be a wrong, right can turn to be whatever somebody want right to be if they do it right in their way. Right is always right to me. There's something special about doing it the right way. We made a judgment call to put our picture on the cover of this broadcast. Our photograph. There's no prepared nothing. There's no edits, no nothing. This is exactly as it is on the cover of this broadcast for Monday morning, March 22nd. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford, your JIC journalist-in-chief, broadcast not to be confused as anyone else.